the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Memamo akwaba by Nsem-Pii TV so. Ene anabrewa abiepuma kwem na Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, the member of parliament for Northton constituency, also the minister designate for foreign affairs. Akopimura Sheege ekofesi at the parliament appointment committee, no so I go through vetting for say the bayan penny for and through the vetting no approve no as a minister for foreign affairs. Nene Okudzeto Ablakwa etna asene de na minority leader yewura honorable Alexander Afenyomarkins antena se ana entimi ametna se antoto Okudzeto Ablakwa ano nemo abugina po etimi etina honorable Alexander Afenyomarkins, honorable Patrick Boama, honorable Frank Anodom Premo anamu ebisa Okudzeto Ablakwa some questions ye pa Okudzeto Ablakwa ne ho ahyehye no mra Sheege ho. Honorable abugina po akire Okudzeto where the power lies mra Sheege ho. Nsem-Pii atifo na Nsem-Pii afo bekaya. Last year 23rd December an Okudzeto Ablakwa ede Nsem-Pii ebeto abontin across all social media platforms say His Excellency the former president Akufo-Addo ene ne maya mienu akwa state lands ono pe ono Okudzeto Ablakwa investigation na bebia ono enya ne source na free no efi lands commission ana abeto ono ne na so say former president Akufo-Addo ne maya mienu akwa state land ena abugina po ede Nsem-Pii tudwa say ensem a de beto abontin kula only evidence be say former president Akufo-Addo maya mienu akwa state land lands na o kwa say Akufo-Addo ne maya mienu no akwa no sa land no former justice of the Supreme Court justice Serebo ono property na property we akwa no way back 1969 sa time kwa na president Akufo-Addo former president Akufo-Addo maya mienu akaso ma akwa state lands no na yenwo wo mo na adenti na odin Nsem-Pii abeto abontin agu na Akufo-Addo former president ene ne maya ehu finsa eno Okudzeto Ablakwa ehu dionka yenko tie
on the specific issue of whether or not you take sides. It was all about taking sides. Thank you.
How is he going to marry?
No, it was taking sides. And then I gave a specific example whether he takes sides.
This is your last question.
Last question?
If you have a follow-up on this, I will allow it.
Mr. Chairman, no. This is it. I can give you the documentations I use. No, because it's a follow-up. It was a follow-up on the first question. Thank you. So, Mr. Chairman, the question I want to ask the nominee, which is the second question, is the nominee, if he is given the nod as foreign minister, as I said initially, it's a very high office. And as he himself has been articulating, it will require, in his words, rules-based. It will require a lot of fairness, objectivity, and all of that. Mr. Chairman, on 23rd December 2024, the nominee made a post where he alleged that unimpeachable evidence from the Lands Commission shows that the two daughters of President Akufo-Addo have acquired some state lands in cantonments, and that amounted to state capture. Mr. Chairman, the company which was the subject matter of this allegation was Nsem-Pii Company Limited. Mr. Chairman, a search at the Lands Commission will show that the land in question is the property of administrators of the estate of Justice, the late Justice Johnson Serebo, a former Justice of the Supreme Court and Chairman of the Electoral Commission, who acquired the land as far back as 1969, specifically on 1st June 1969. And indeed, Mr. Chairman, at the time, the president's children were not even born. The subject matter land was acquired by the state, Mr. Chairman, as far back as 1869, and the lease will end in 2069. So clearly, this land is not state land. The president's children did not buy state land. On the evidence, on the record, it is absolutely clear that they did not buy state land. will the nominee concede, given that he's seeking to be foreign minister and will be required to be fair to all manner of persons, that the president's children were wrongly accused and he will apologize to them? Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, your quick answer.
Well, thank you very much for the question. The Honorable Abujinapo will recall that when I put out that article, I supported the article with evidence from the Lands Commission. I attached an official search that I had conducted on those two lands. Indeed, those are lands that you have in Somnam and then the Lot boutique, a fashion boutique. And I sought to inquire from the Lands Commission the status, the ownership of the land. And the Lands Commission responded in that official search, which I published, and Ghanaians can go on my social media handles. You'll see the official search results, where the Lands Commission, in their response, indicated that all those lands are government lands. So in my article, I asked a question: is this another state capture? Is President Akufo-Addo allocating state lands to his daughters? It was a question based on empirical evidence, what the Lands Commission had told me in writing as official search results when I put in that official search. So there is really no need to apologize on this matter. We need to probably be discussing reforming the Lands Commission. You were Lands Minister. If you think that the Lands Commission misled me, you need to join us with ideas on how to reform the Lands Commission, get their data to be more accurate, so that when we conduct official search, what they tell us, the reports that they give us, their search certificates, are not misleading. Because all of the facts you put out, I don't know them. In 1979, I wasn't born.
Thank you.
The Lands Commission told me they are government lands, and I have the documents here.
Thank you. Thank you
so
very much. Thank you very much. Any follow-up on the land acquisition? Mr. Chairman, my follow-up will be that I have in my hands, and this is all about government lands. Of course, I mean, the nominee is literally established and conceded that the president's daughter did not buy state lands. If there were government lands as far back as 1969, there were not state lands at the time when they were tenants. As you know, they are tenants of that place.
Please, your follow-up question. Please, your follow-up question.
Mr. Chairman, please, this being a house of records, I have not admitted.
I know.
I haven't said
house of record.
I'm saying that
you never
the record I have, what the Lands Commission gave me.
Therefore,
when I conducted
rescind your decision and apologize.
So
please,
I'm not changing my stance on the matter.
I've not litigated that. I will not litigate that. All that I said was that the evidence is clear that the land was bought as far back as 1969. The president's children are just tenants, so they did not buy state land. That's the point I'm making. I'm not litigating with you, Mr. Nominee. I'm just setting the record straight that they did not buy state land as you suggested. So, Mr. Chairman, the follow-up will be, and this really is flowing from the issue of the nominee's standing and reputation on the protection of public funds, state lands, and all of that. And the question is simple. I mean, I know the chairman is in a hurry to move on with his vetting.
So long as the question relates to the acquisition as a follow-up, I will allow it.
Yes.
If not, I will overrule you.
Well, it relates to the protection of state estates, generally speaking. And the question is very simple. In that protection, Mr. Chairman, you will see that the nominee has, on multiple occasions, asked for, quotes, the state to eschew frivolous foreign travels by government officials, end quote, and gone at great length to make the point about how we need to be frugal. I know that the foreign minister travels on first-class ticket. Will he travel on economy ticket when he's made foreign minister?
Accordingly, the question is overruled. There can't be a follow-up question on acquisition of land. You are done. I don't give the floor.
to Honorable Ziwera. Honorable Ziwera, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for the opportunity to congratulate my boss and my mentor and to wish him well. Congratulations, Honorable Ablakwa. Your leadership has been exemplary. Mr. Chairman, I served with Honorable Ablakwa on the Foreign Affairs Committee. And if you look for a team player, you find it in Honorable Ablakwa. Honorable Ablakwa, extent of knowledge in the foreign ministry and international relations makes him the best choice actually for those positions. And I want to commend highly President Mahama for giving us this choice. We know that with your extensive experience, with your knowledge, and with your excellent human relations, you are going to lift the flag of Ghana very high in the Committee of Nations. I can only wish you well, and I say congratulations, Honorable Ablakwa. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Order. Order, thank you. Order. Order. I proceed to give the floor to Honorable Soa.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. Honorable Nominee, my Anglican brother, I wish to congratulate you on your nomination by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. And I am sure and I trust that you are going to deliver well to the people of Ghana. My question, how will you make our embassies and high commissions more responsive to Ghanaians in the diaspora?
Well, thank you very much, Honorable Odole. I call her the MP with the most embassies in Ghana. Virtually all the embassies and high commissions are in her constituency. This is a very, very important question, and Ghanaians in the diaspora are really concerned about how our embassies and high commissions can be more responsive. As ranking member, I advocated strongly for the establishment of a consular fund. I was shocked to learn that our hardworking foreign service staff have to sometimes contribute their own money from their pockets to assist distressed Ghanaians out there who need consular assistance. In the budget for the foreign service, we don't have a line item for consular relations. And you know, under the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations 1963, countries must extend these courtesies to their citizens. So, as foreign minister, when given the nod, I will make sure that we establish the consular fund. We must make sure that this fund exists, that can be assessed by our foreign service staff to extend assistance, particularly in this period where the United States has announced mass deportations. Those who may be rounded up to be deported are entitled to consular support. We must get them legal assistance so that they are not just rounded up and deported, their rights violated. You know, sometimes even in the deportation, how they are deported, sometimes chained to seats and all of that, treated as criminals. That is a violation of their human rights. It affronts their dignity. And these are matters that I will pursue forcefully. So we will seek to establish the consular fund. And in the KPIs that we will be drafting for our diplomats, we will also make sure that they prioritize the needs, the concerns, and the plight of Ghanaians who are living abroad. Because really, why establish an embassy if you cannot take care of Ghanaians within that jurisdiction? So that will be a priority area. And I thank you for bringing it up.
Thank you. I'm sure our brothers and sisters out there will be excited about your response. I wish to wish you well on your appointment as the Foreign Minister for the Republic of Ghana, and I pray God's blessings for you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I proceed to recognize Honorable Amprechum.
Thank you, Chairman, for this opportunity. Honorable Sami, we meet again. Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, MP for the good people of Northton. You are at the verge of becoming the number 3 diplomat of this great country of Ghana after His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President, Her Excellency Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, the Vice President. Honorable Nominee, permit me to remind you that the international arena that you are going to operate in and the diplomatic circles that you are going to engage in is very different from the political terrain that you have been dancing with your propaganda theatrics.
Honorable member, you haven't started well. You are out of order. I'll give you the floor to start well.
Thank you.
Else I will rule you out.
We have worked and engaged. I have worked and engaged with you on the Foreign Affairs Committee for 8 years, including the last 4 years as the immediate past Deputy Foreign Minister for Political and Economic Affairs. And I can say, without any shred of doubt, that you have the capacity and the capabilities to rise up to the responsibilities of the position of the Minister for Foreign Affairs. If, and only if, you change your seat of sometimes giving disinformation. And I have 2 references as my basis for making that point, and it's extremely important, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. The question is overruled. Ask another question.
Mr. Ablakwa, some 3-4 years back, you started a crusade when the ministry was about to purchase a chancellery in Oslo. You came up with